So, if you're following along with us, I am now in chapter 7 of John's Gospel. And I read an interesting verse in chapter 7. It said, "Stop judging by mere appearances, but instead judge correctly." And it got me thinking about how quickly we form first impressions of people. Do you know how long, on average, it takes to form a first impression of someone? 7 seconds. Wow, that's not a long time, is it, to decide whether you like someone or you're not going to like them? It's very quick. So, how do we do that? What do we do in 7 seconds to give us that first impression? Well, there are 3 things. Firstly, we judge people by how they look. It's harsh but true that the first thing that we do is we look at someone's dress, how they look. So we form impressions on that. We make judgments, we make snap judgments on what we think they're going to be like based on their personal appearance. The second thing we look at is their face. So we zoom in on someone's face and we look for clues. Now, the biggest clue we get is from their eyes. We look at their eyes and we think, okay, what is this person like? And it's very interesting with your eyes, because if you meet someone and their eyes open like that, we think, they look like they're open, they're friendly. If we look at someone's eyes and their eyes close, what we immediately think is, they look a bit judgmental, or that they're not very friendly. And so we actually are affected by that. So first thing we look at is how they look. Second thing we look at is someone's face and their eyes. And then the third thing that we are affected by is how someone holds themselves, so their posture. So if we see someone and they're very closed and they've got their arms closed like that, and they've got their head down and their shoulders up, we might react to them in one way. If they've got their arms open and, for example, they're sitting in a very relaxed way. So we are being affected immediately by these 3 things. And that makes us then think, I'm not going to like them, or I am going to like them. Now, this worries me, because I think we're very quick to decide that we don't like someone. We are quick to make assumptions. And actually, what we're maybe looking at is someone who's very cold, or they're in pain, they're hurting, or they haven't got a lot of money, and that's why they're dressed the way they are. So I just think that we have to be very aware of our snap judgments that we make of people, and we need to check it, stop and think, is that okay, that judgment I've made? Do I need to go and look again, to rethink, to give that person maybe just a moment of reconsideration?